Welcome back to Fox and Friends First. President Trump hammering Democrats over their refusal to cut a deal to keep the government funded as Republicans signal that their plan, theirs, might have the support that it needs to avoid one. So if there's a shutdown, whose fault will it be? Here to debate is Republican strategist Jen Kearns and Democratic strategist Chuck Rocha and his hat. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. So I did a little impromptu poll of some of our Twitter viewers last night, and overwhelmingly, Jen, they're blaming Democrats for this. They say that if there is a shutdown come Friday, 11:59 I think it is, that Democrats take all the blame. What do you think?
I would agree with that. I mean, look, if you look at how Democrats have behaved in the last year, they have been the party of resistance. They have even said it themselves. That's their slogan for the year. So I think if we don't reach a deal this week, I think the onus will be on the Democrats' shoulders. And look, the hypocrisy here, Heather, is really stunning. If you look at the last time we had a major government shutdown for 16 days in the fall of 2013 when President Barack Obama was in power, look at what the Democratic leaders had to say. You had Chuck Schumer saying that Ted Cruz was holding cancer patients hostage over the defunding of Obamacare. You had Nancy Pelosi saying that these were legislative arsonists trying to burn the place down. And you had President Barack Obama himself saying that you can't refight the election results once they have happened. And look, that's exactly what Democrats are doing here.
Yeah, and Chuck, the sticking point here, we've been talking about it ad nauseum, is the DACA deal, because Democrats want a separate, clean DACA deal, separate from the government shutdown and funding. So who do you think is to blame? Because apparently the Republicans don't even have the votes they need to do the stopgap spending.
Heather, you make up the best point. The things I've been hearing are just absolutely crazy. Let me give everybody in America a Civics 101 lesson here in Washington, D.C. There are 248 Republicans in Congress, just 192 Democrats. There are 54 Republicans in the U.S. Senate and like 45 Democrats. Democrats control nothing. We control not the committees, not the selection, not the votes, not when they vote. Republicans control everything. They want to fund the government, keep it open. They don't need one single Democratic vote to do this. Democrats have nothing to do. We've been rebuilding for years, so you can't put any of this on the Democrats. We control no part of this operation.
So, Chuck, then my question would be, is that why they don't seem to be willing to really talk about the issues when it comes to border security, when it comes to chain migration, when it comes to the visa lottery program? Because listen to what Cory Booker did yesterday. They had an opportunity to get to the heart of all the issues and come to some sort of compromise, but instead they just seem to want to talk about this.
I don't have amnesia on conversations I had in the Oval Office. When ignorance and bigotry is allied with power, it is a dangerous force in our country. Your silence and your amnesia is complicity.
All right. So, Chuck, I want your response to that, and then, Jen, I'll go to you.
So Democrats don't get to sit in any planning committees. They get to sit in no negotiations. So that's the first time Cory Booker has been given a microphone in a committee where he got to say exactly the way he felt, because Democrats have not been part of the process at all.
But he was talking about, you know, the whole S-hole comment and derogatory comments made or not made by the president. He wasn't talking about the issues at hand and the things that actually need to be negotiated to move forward. Jen?
Right.
Well, I think Cory Booker's comments yesterday had more to deal with Cory Booker running for the White House in 2020 than they did about the government shutdown or DACA or chain migration or anything like that. Look, Democrats are taking every opportunity here to grandstand over some of the issues that are important to them, such as identity politics, things that have lost for them at the polls, by the way, which is why we do have Republican majorities right now. So, look, I think Democrats are barking up the wrong tree this week. Look, Republicans, they don't want another temporary continuing resolution. We've had 4 of those in the last 6 months. But if push comes to shove and Democrats won't cooperate and they keep bringing these issues up, Republicans are going to have to bite the bullet and do that. And I think they will.
And Chuck, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. Last word.
We should keep our government open. There's lots of people's jobs and people's lives that depend on the government. So we should keep our national parks open, keep Social Securities going. We should figure out a way for these great guys behind us to figure out how to come together and get a deal.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it very much, you guys coming in so early. We'll see what happens.